That special ruin should be nearby.
I don't sense any presence of the darkness either.
No wonder it's so quiet here. So quiet that it's a bit unsettling.
Is there something playing tricks on your mind?
You can't deny there's a tense atmosphere here.
Well, it's a little less tense now.
Let me take a look and activate the nearby installations based on the information. They will respond to the energy of the burning sky furnace and activate the Forbidden County's blockade.
Doesn't sound too difficult, but please stay vigilant. Okay? Go. Looks like this is the entrance to the ruin. Yin Miao, you and the domain guards should stand guard outside the ruin. We'll report back to you on everything we discover in the ruin.
Understood. I'll keep watch outside of the ruin and ensure the burning sky pillar and other installations run smoothly. Also, I'll collect as much intel as possible nearby. It will definitely help in the Department of Yu Hung's research. May you have a smooth journey, Madame Ling Hun.
Okay then, let's go.
From the looks of it, we can't leave the same way we came.
This looks like it must have been left behind by the Blackstone civilization.
Just like the ruin on Breezy Isle?
Sure.
Lan had mentioned before that she had witnessed the past, present, and future all come together there.
Indeed it seems. Moreover, there is no darkness sealed there, but instead there are some totems that we do not yet understand. After activating the mechanism inside, the ruin altered the stability of time and space in the area, allowing timestamps to control the abyss current at the bottom of the Grand Sea. Right now, I don't sense the presence of any darkness. Perhaps this ruin is indeed very similar to the one on Breezy Isle. But we still need to be vigilant. Negligence can often be our greatest enemy.
But there are some options that we must try, like it or not.
The Elders might have left behind some messages and clues. Let's search around here first, but don't wander too far.
Well, That's...
It's different from the others. There's a ring around this. A round hatch? Or the front of an exit?
It is indeed very special. Maybe this could be a breakthrough.
Then let's go check it out first. Were these things always rotating? Or were they activated after we came in?
Does activating the mechanism cause anything to happen outside?
It opens the entrance to the next room or something.
Perhaps. The clues in this room are limited. If we can search more places, we can piece together more of what happened in the past. Those Black Jade guards kind of bother me as well. They don't appear to be damaged on the outside, but they don't function properly. I'm afraid they've been set up here for a long, long time.
Their purpose is still unknown, so we should continue to stay vigilant.
Maybe they're protecting something important?
Let's move on. We need more clues.
There seems to be something etched on the surface of the sphere.
It is still well preserved. I wonder if we can use this to deduce exactly when it was carved.
Everyone, look out! crystal formations everywhere. This Black Jade Guard looks much more dangerous than the others.
It shows no signs of resuming operations yet, so let's proceed with caution.
All clear. It looks like we can investigate other areas now.
The lessons the Elders traded their lives for. Without the information they left behind, we would never have come this far. As expected, the Black Jade Guards are some sort of defense mechanism for the ruin. If someone activates the mechanism by mistake, they will be activated to carry out their commands.
These traces of past battles, it would seem that they are very tough opponents.
As far as possible, we should avoid fighting them.
But I didn't expect that those crystal formations were originally...
Is everyone all right? How are you feeling?
Everything seems okay for now. The Black Stone Ruins vitality absorption might be a slow process.
I'm fine too, but I'm afraid we need to speed up a bit.
We shouldn't stay here for too long. Let's find out what happened here as soon as possible, then find a way out.
There seems to be activity outside again. Let's go over there and have a look. This should be the dark form mentioned in the notes. Sure enough, it's completely damaged.
Looks like these are all the clues here. But the true purpose of the ruin still remains unclear. Of course, it may also be because our current capabilities are still insufficient to decipher the function of these facilities.
Dark form was also mentioned in the notes, which might be a breakthrough.
There are dark forms inside all these important instruments. According to the accounts of the Elders, it may be some sort of power supply or storage device.
Right. I'm tending toward the latter, but perhaps due to the timestamp's inability to decipher them, the dark forms got damaged in the process, and the information that did get deciphered was also scattered.
No more information can be deciphered from the dark forms we have discovered so far.
I have similar findings here. It seems that in order to find more useful clues, we need to go deeper into the ruin. However, we can only use these clues as references. As for the actual situation, we ultimately use our best judgment. In other words, we have to be pragmatic.
How I wish what these aliens left behind could be more intuitive.
Let's keep moving.
What's this? A statue of an alien? Is it a statue or a torso? It won't suddenly come to life, will it?
I don't think it's coming to life anytime soon. Use the lever to open a secret passage to the deeper parts of the ruin.
The Elders. They attached great importance to the installations at the end of the secret passage. There must be clues left there too. The trails of the Elders. As the exploration continues deeper, the puzzle is slowly coming together. Right now, all that's missing are the last few pieces. About this ruin, about dark forms, about Nanyin. All the answers lie in wait.
We shouldn't stay here for too long. Let's find out what happened here as soon as possible, and then find a way out. Looks like these are all the clues here.
Is it? This is...
Doctor, can you activate it?
me? Indeed, the energy within me seems to resonate with it. It seems that this is a device that can be powered by the energy of gray space entities. But I don't know where the other end of these created abyss currents lead to.
The device left behind by the Blackstone civilization can create abyss currents? Very interesting.
Let's take note of other similar installations. This was not mentioned in the notebook before.
In other words, it is different from the entrances to rooms that opened after touching the mechanisms. The other end of the abyss current is completely unknown.
It's dangerous to be hasty, but there's no way to get the answer without experimenting. Let's set this mystery aside for now and investigate elsewhere.
The Elders already had many casualties by this point. Trapped here, with no way out. They no longer had any futile hopes of escaping. Already being on death's door, they could only hope that their deaths would make a difference. Everyone had become a victim of the transformation procedure, and Nan Yin was the test subject who symbolized the last hope. Let's go. The truth is just up ahead.
The traces of a fierce battle have not disappeared even after a long time.
This is too unbelievable.
The device that transformed Nanyan into what she is now?
It must also contain a dark form that records key information. If we can seize the opportunity to take it, the content can be analyzed by Tempos, and our understanding of the Blackstone civilization can be further improved.
It's worth a shot. But I'm just afraid that we can only expose the dark form by reinitiating the transformation process like before. Before that, we must be fully prepared.
There are a large number of Black Jade guards in this area. Although they are not a threat for the time being, who knows how they'll respond after the device is activated. I'll stand guard over there and hope they won't interfere with our operations.
Then I'll activate the device.
Place the timestamp on the control panel to activate the device and start the transformation process. However, if the process is not carried out completely and something goes wrong, shut it down for safety. During the process, I will try to take the dark form.
Well then, let's get started.
Good luck to us.
should be safe for now. Doctor, are you okay?
Just a little exhausted. Don't worry. Nothing a little rest can't fix. How's everyone doing?
More startled than hurt.
Looks like everyone's all right.
We underestimated the destructive power of the Black Jade Guards. It seems that it will be impossible to return to the ruin for the time being.
It's a pity we couldn't salvage some remains of the guards, even partially.
If some pieces can be obtained for research, Niner's heavy machinery can surely find a way to deal with them. But it was a pressing situation just now, so it wasn't a top priority.
Sure.
But our trip was not without success. Our experiences, devices that only darkness can activate, and dark forms. After deciphering it, we will surely obtain a lot of information.
Madam Ling Han! It's great that you're all okay. I've been so worried.
We have found a very important clue. Master Yu needs to review it as soon as possible.
Master Yu is currently monitoring the activity of the Ignisville ruin. Nanyin launched an attack there with the intent of stealing the Christomax. Lady Juche and Madame Wang have already rushed over, but I don't know what the situation is now. Moreover, a large number of abyss currents appeared in Aquaville, and support was urgently needed there.
Huh. I understand.
Yan Miao, Doctor, please take the dark form back to Zhengong. Mingjing, Tianlang, you can help deal with the Aquaville abyss currents. Executor, Miss Shirley, let's go.
Nanyin. She got away with it. I don't know what she's up to now. She must be stopped.
Thank you. Leave the rest to me.
Playing games yet again. failed in my duties. If only I had noticed earlier. It's no one's fault, Liu Hua. Your injuries! This is nothing. Don't act tough. This Nanyin, she really is a monster. She's gotten stronger. Is this the effect of the Krista Max? Or did she deliberately hide her true strength before?
Or possibly both. Master Yu needs to know what happened here. Let's go back to Ignisville Mansion to talk things over.
Yes, let's get out of here first.
Yan Miao has sent the Dark Form to Zhengong, and Tempest is deciphering the information contained within. Rarely have we had such direct contact with the Blackstone civilization. Our understanding of them will be even greater.
The results of the deciphering may explain the actual use of the Hindeka County ruin, and some of our guesses may also be confirmed. We currently believe that the ruin is some type of special laboratory. It is closely protected by Black Jade guards, and anyone who misuses its mechanisms will be attacked by the guards. The Elders were trapped in the ruin at that time. They had no choice but to let Nanyin complete that transformation.
After seeing it with my own eyes, I believe that is the case. It was a last resort, and it was also a sacrifice. So, Nanyin became what she is now.
The principles behind that device are not yet clear. But it's obvious that Nanyin's power is far greater than it was in the past. We failed to defend the Ignisville ruin.
I see. Before returning to the Forbidden County, we had many misunderstandings about Nanyin. Betraying Domain 9, that was not her original intention. Thank you for bringing back the truth behind the Hindeka County calamity. We will never forget the efforts and sacrifices of the past. Only by completely eradicating the darkness pestilence can we give some comfort to the Elders. But, as for the Nanyin now, how much of her is still that Nanyin we knew before? We still need to be wary of her. Nanyin has already taken 3 Christamaxes, so her next target is already obvious. Aquaville must respond early. In addition, the Dark Form may give us important clues. I will urge Zhengong to complete the deciphering as soon as possible. Whether we can change the direction of the future, perhaps it may all depend on this next battle.
Bleep bleep! Executor, I heard you are back from the Forbidden Hindeka County. Could you meet me at the Infinite Sundial?
Of course, we are on our way.
In this episode, the Executor is having a new encounter. What kind of twist will these new faces bring to our story?
What episode?
Not sure what is going on, but Miss Brevi seems excited.
no need to introduce yourself. I know who you are. Well-trained and disciplined. You are constantly scanning and analyzing your surroundings. Even though you're already a part of Domain 9, your unique temperament still stands out. And this must be your inseparable companion, Miss Shirley. Pleased to finally meet you in person, Executor. I'm Yanuo.
Very rare for Yanunu to make such a serious comment. Executor and Shirley, does this ring a bell? The new encounter I've previously introduced is finally here!
It's Miss Yanua, who taught you how to survive in the wilderness unprepared.
That's right. But the scenario of being in the middle of nowhere is only an example. How to respond to a fleet of an unknown civilization is also worthy of in-depth discussion.
How to communicate and live harmoniously with many elves on their land is also a topic.
First, determine whether the civilization is present. Then, evaluate the level of danger in each specific situation. Excuse me. I digress. Glad to meet you, and thank you for looking after Breely. I look forward to working with you both. While you were on the mission in the Forbidden Hendeka County, I got myself acquainted with the basics of Domain 9. Give me a shout if you need a hand in the future.
Good to have you here, Miss Yanuo.
I'm feeling even more at ease now that Yanunu is here. This team can easily tackle most problems with no need for a miracle. This is not all. Another friend has been waiting for us at the Ignisville Celestial Gate. Let's rendezvous there.
Another friend?
We had some trouble activating the Omnium reactor earlier. Teacher told me the headquarters would send someone to assist us. If we can all work together to locate the problem, we might find a solution.
We're having trouble again? The upgrade of the Infinite Sundial is not a smooth sail after all.
Well, we've had quite a few theoretically impossible situations.
And challenging situations like this require us to unite as one.
Well said. So, our next mission is to welcome our new friend from the High Cross headquarters. Let's roll!
This must be...
23 minutes and 47 seconds. Bleep! I have waited for 23 minutes and 47 seconds, literally. I suppose I'll explain it. The sooner you get used to my work style, the more efficient our cooperation will be. Well, I've done some homework about my coworkers in Domain 9. Brevi, Yanuo, Shirley, and the Executor. Based on the evaluation of your previous missions, I estimated the time it would take for you to arrive once you received the news that I'd be here.
Huh? So the headquarters also has access to my transcript? I sure hope it's good enough to get me some additional funding.
Taking into consideration what is needed to travel to Domain 9, it's easy to figure out the right time for departure. That is, without wasting a second, the best time to achieve the greatest efficiency. Unfortunately, however, you came late. These 20-some minutes could have been spent on something way more important. So do not let my precious time be wasted ever again. Understood? Well, I should have expected this, considering you are from District 9. After all, there is no place for people with no sense of time in the algorithm arc at the headquarters.
Sorry about the wait, Your Highness from the headquarters. Our apologies. We are truly sorry.
Call me Plotty. Cut all the useless formalities.
Lolo is very approachable. We like that.
Looking forward to working with you.
Then, without further ado, let's get going. Your Highness, after you.
Welcome back. A comprehensive inspection of the Infinite Sundial has just been completed, but we are unable to identify any problem.
No result from the auto-diagnosis. That's kinda troublesome. What exactly is hindering the steady supply of field energy in large amounts?
The steady supply of field energy in large amounts?
Previously, the Infinite Sundial was operating in a low energy supply mode due to insufficient field energy. Although it managed to provide enough energy for timestamps across the domain, it was insufficient to support the research and development of Niner's heavy machinery. With the upgrade complete and the energy crisis resolved, the Infinite Sundial should now be able to sustain a steady supply of field energy in large amounts across Domain 9.
However, we experience significant fluctuations in the field energy supply whenever we attempt to operate the system at full capacity. In other words, the Infinite Sundial would automatically shut itself down once the amount of field energy we attempt to supply exceeds a certain limit.
It sounds like an automatic safety measure, but it's not.
I suspect some part of the Infinite Sundial is malfunctioning, so I asked Union to run the automatic diagnostic program to see.
Unfortunately, we were unable to locate the problem. If we can't figure this out soon, the development of the third-generation timestamp system will be further delayed.
Since the automatic diagnostics returned with no results, we'll have to resort to manual debugging, trying each component one by one to pinpoint the issue.
How exactly are we doing that? Let us help.
Thank you, but I only have some rough ideas on what to do next. We'll need permission from Master Yu to access tempos to perform manual troubleshooting. Then it all depends on what we find. Things rarely turned out as planned anyway. I have learned this slowly over my time in Domain 9.
So you need permission to access tempos? Understood. This way, Master Yu has anticipated such a request. You may visit Zhengong at any time.
What we know for sure now is that Madame Ling Han and Dr. Rubilia's hypothesis is largely consistent with the information recorded in the Dark Forms. It's beyond doubt that the forbidden Hendeka County was once a testing ground of the Blackstone civilization. All facilities there were set up to support one project, the incubation capsule that Nan Yin once touched. The dark form inside the incubation capsule keeps the data of the two most recent experiments, conducted respectively on Nan Yin and the Executor. But all records before that are severely damaged beyond restoration. These experiments were designed to transform living beings into dark wretches, or something similar. However, what exactly they were trying to achieve through this is not yet clear. Another thing we are certain about is that Nan Yin left the incubation capsule as a partially developed hatchling.
Is that so?
And it requires massive energy for a hatchling to mature into an adult. This is probably why Nan Yin has to take the Darkness Crystamax from the ruins.
The incubation capsule can produce a steady stream of hatchlings, but the energy needed to fully mature is limited. Survival of the fittest is the law of nature. Only the strongest are here to stay. Is this how the strongest adult is selected? Our best guesses, based on what we currently know, are still far from good. We desperately need more information.
Other content is still being processed. Due to the huge amount of calculation involved, I'm unable to give you an estimated time for a comprehensive conclusion.
Got it.
Then, I shall not disturb the visits of our distinguished guests.
Welcome, Miss Plotty from Hycross. I have been informed the reason of your visit. This is our first attempt to upgrade the Infinite Sundial in all these years. The unexpected situations you have encountered are all within reason. Jun Gong will spare no effort to assist you. Please feel free to name your needs.
My guess is... perhaps the Omnium reactor is not perfectly compatible. Or there might be issues with the infrastructure during the Omnium transmission. We need access to tempos to examine every part of the Infinite Sundial. If we can locate the problem, we can focus our efforts on solving it. How's Polo doing?
We need the key to access Tempo's internal system.
That's not a problem. Yun will walk you to Tempos' control room.
Understood.